To the powers that be in the city of South Fulton, to those that are responsible for the postponement of Saturday's guns down, water guns up, pre-Father's Day family community with an emphasis on unity cookout organized by the comrade Tory Thomason. Shame on those of you that are responsible for this postponement. Tory has asked everybody to come out that is able today at 6:30 to the South Fulton City Council meeting and to express your concern. I support that. This is an event that Mr. Thomason had been planning for over a month. This is an event that has gotten a lot of shares via social media. Mr. Thomason is no stranger to hosting events in that area that are well attended. So the word is out. Shame on you for a couple of things. Number one, police chief, fire chief, park and recs director with his new assistant, sergeant, councilman, all sat in a meeting with Mr. Thomason on Friday. Mr. Thomason posted a picture of that meeting. Had some very nice words for the department heads and the individuals that were there. I commented with a simple emoji with his mouth zipped up. Something didn't sit well with me then, which goes to my second shame on you. You let the media spin you. You let the media spew in a loop the negative encounters at the end of the Perkinson Park function under the same umbrella. Shout out to that brother who organized it. See, the media over and over and over again showed you the negative encounter when it came to the youngsters and law enforcement. The media showed you over and over again the youngsters dousing the officers with water, pouring water from gallon jugs on the officers. But you know what they didn't show you? They didn't show you the children running in the park laughing, giggling. They didn't show you the unison amongst the community out there in Perkinson with hundreds of folks. They didn't show you the children, who were from different schools who normally don't associate with one another. They didn't show you the alliances and the fellowship that was going on amongst the adults. They didn't show you that part. So what does this city of South Fulton do? Oh, we ain't gonna have that same shit that happened in Perkinson, because them niggas down off Old National, they them 10 times as bad. That's what they're saying. Shit, we know that's what they're saying. They've said it on things that are unrelated to this. You missed an opportunity, man. The city, you missed an opportunity. After talking to you, Tory, on Sunday, the day before your walkthrough, I was thankful, man, that you decided to add a piece to the event, which I was going to be involved. See, we all like the brother Sergeant Williams. We like him here in South Fulton. Obviously, the department likes you as well because they got you on all your promos and stuff because they know that you are the model officer. Why am I talking about it? Because before this event was to take place, which was added as late as this past Sunday, was going to be an educational piece. Sergeant Williams allowed to touch the mic to talk about the need for better community relationships with police, community policing. I had planned to touch the mic to address the negative images that took place, or the negative actions that took place at the end of Perkinson, to speak about it holistically. Do I condone that type of activity? No. Do I understand why they did what they did? Yes. When you're seeing pictures of 12-year-old little boys gunned down by the police in the park, minding his own damn business, less than 3 seconds after pulling up on the scene, it causes a reaction. See, here in the city of South Fulton, man, we had the opportunity. We had the opportunity to take the mistakes of Atlanta, to take the mistakes of APD, to speak on it, to heal, to correct, to improve. But what do? We postpone. The reason for the postponement is unacceptable. There's not enough time to plan the event, and there's not enough people in place. Where's the problem with that? The event's being promoted, has been promoted for over a month now. You just met with the man on Friday. Why don't you tell him that then? Or better yet, if certain things needed to be in place, like more crowd control, listen, you speaking to a brother that has been a part of national marches, national protests. You speaking to a brother that has had two-way radios with at least 4 or 5 lieutenants in charge of different groups. We understand organization here. Now, for the record, again, this was Tory Thomas's event. But you mean to tell me if you articulate that more people need to be in place to Tory Thomason on Friday or on this past Monday when it was postponed, you mean to tell me that with the support that this brother has, shit, he could have put a message out just through the group that you started, Thomas, Southside Vets. There's a lot of real G's in that group. Too many to name. You mean to tell me if the word was put out that folks were needed for crowd control, that we couldn't make that happen? You ain't thinking about that. We're so scared. We're so scared of us. And we're so easily spun by the media. Again, they showed you the images after the event was over at Perkerson. They didn't show you the laughter and the camaraderie and unity during the event. But here in the city, that is 90+% black. Everything black. Which means that we have a special connectivity in need. So here we have a Father's Day, pre-Father's Day function in a black community where fathers holistically aren't celebrated enough, let alone black fathers. In a community that is plagued with violence, and here we have a stop the violence, anti-violence. You mean to tell me that that couldn't be done? I just want you to picture for a minute what it would look like with a peaceful event in the city of South Fulton with an educational piece about community and policing, speaking about what happened in Perkinson, speaking about what happened with APD. You come out on top. It's getting hard to defend some of this shit.